We're starting out laying down today so that we can allow that spine to naturally lengthen from your tailbone up to the top of your head. You can really kind of smoosh it out on the mat. Close your eyes here. And then maybe find a little bend in your knees, perhaps, and just kind of allow your back to smoosh a little bit into the floor. Just allow gravity to help you out here. And then maybe eventually you settle into a stillness. And find that breath. Big inhales. Strong exhales, belly button to spine on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen, expand. Exhale, everything pulls inward. Keep breathing just big, long, deep like this. Maybe stretching the breath out to be slower and slower until it is really quite profoundly slow. Notice the effect of the last minute on your body. Just notice what's going on in your body and your mind. Continue to breathe deeply. And starting your practice with this spirit of observing yourself compassionately all the time. Everything that happens on the mat, we observe with compassion. There's no good, no bad, no done or undone. It's all perfect. Allow the face to relax. And then spread arms out wide, kind of pressing your shoulder blades into the mat, giving the heart a nice scoop upward. We'll take the feet inward, bent knees, and really nice windshield wipers here. Just thinking of kind of twisting out this whole spine, kind of wringing out your pelvis and your whole low back. Maybe even walking the feet wider might get you a little bit more into the inner and outer hip, okay? You can walk them really wide. Kind of play with that. And really drawing the knees down toward the earth actively here. Gives a nice opening in that inner and outer hip. Okay, next time your knees point up, pause here, ground your low back on the floor, and let's get the legs up in the air. You could just circle them out. Okay, we're going to get the core a little bit awakened here. Okay, our best bet for a long and supported spine and a nice posture is to get a nice strong core balanced. So fingers interlaced here. We have our hands up in the air. And if it's all right with your neck and shoulders, we want to put a nice tuck in the chin, but keep the neck long, please. Then we'll roll the shoulders up off the mat. So controlled, we've just contracted our abdominis rectus. So keep those legs up long, okay? You can always bend them for less challenge. Now here's where we're going. Take your hands out to the right. So past the outside of your right leg, kind of glued to your knee there. And we're just going to move the left leg. Press the left foot toward the front of the mat. Hover just off the floor. And then pull it back in. Again, inhale, send the leg forward. Exhale, pull it in. Here's 3. Okay, keep a long neck as much as you can. Here's 4. Exhale. Here's 5. And exhale, keep going. Here's 6, long neck, low back grounded. 7, and maybe peel the head and shoulders up a little bit more. Here's 8. 2 more, 9. And here's number 10, the best one. Let's hold it. Hold and breathe. Push through the heel, push through the top heel, push through both heels. Lengthen your neck. Can we peel the head and shoulders up a little bit more? 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. You can grab your knees, bring them in. All right. Did you feel that? I did. Okay. Legs up. Fingers interlaced. Moving out to the left now. Same idea. We're setting up that lifted head and shoulders, trying to keep our longest neck, even though it's hard. And now the right leg is the moving leg. Bring it forward. Inhale. Bring it up. Exhale. Let's do 10. Here's 9. Nice and slow. We're not in a rush. 8. Could you get both shoulder blades up? 9 or 7. Stay strong. 6. 5. 4. Almost there. 3. Bend those knees if you need to. 2. And you can always put down your shoulders. 2. Here's our last one, the best one. Hold and breathe. Push through both heels. Send your fingers a little bit further forward. Remember to breathe. One more big breath in. And let it go. Circle it out and let your belly relax. All right. As you're ready, let's rock it up and down a few times. All right, next time you come up, let's see if we can balance there. And just hold and breathe a little while. Lift the belly in toward the spine. Tuck the tailbone, point it at your toes. And feel long as you can be. And I think of dropping the shoulder blades down the back. And could you let go of your legs maybe? Maybe lean back a little bit so it feels like you're about to fall. Okay, if everything's going great, try extending one leg and one knee. If everything's still going great, try extending both. Shooting out through your toes. And if you're still feeling great, think of reaching your fingers past your knees with your long spine. And it's okay to shake. One more big breath here. Let it go. Okay, drop your feet. Nice little challenge. We'll transition to hands and knees. So come to hands and knees, please. And let's just do some cat-cows just to shake that off. Inhale, heart molds forward. Exhale, press the floor away. Find a nice wavy movement in your spine here. Okay, I want to think of really building flexibility in the spine today. So roll sideways into it. And then tuck your toes. And keep going, but hover your knees. So keep your cat-cows going. Inhale, heart moves forward. Exhale, push the floor. But your knees are hovering an inch off the mat. Take a few more like this. It is a challenge. It sure is. So drop your knees if you need to. One more. And then on your exhales, press back to a down dog. We're going to inhale, knees hover, back to that hovering knee cow pose. Heart forward, arched spine. Exhale, dog. Getting warm in the legs. Keep going. 3 more. Just like this. Okay, 2 more. Hovering knee cow. Dog. 1 more. Cow. and dog. And let's hold right here in a down dog and just walk it out. So walk your heels out. Notice the effect of all that knee hovering on the backs of your legs. Nice breath here. Okay, feels good to open up the backs of the legs after that. As you're ready, inhale, move the heart forward, and exhale, walk to your hands. Big fold here, bent knees, very bent knees. Inhale and roll it up. Think of stacking your spine, one on top of the other, each little vertebra. Heart lifts from the front and the back up top. And exhale, fold it on down. Halfway up, inhale. Okay, really bend your knees here and dig into your toes. And exhale, even bigger fold. Palms are down here. Inhale, walk it back to plank. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for that cobra, heart moving forward. And exhale, down dog. Okay, walk it out here, down dog. Couple more breaths. I want you to really grip into your hands, move your elbows inward. Think of moving the knees and the feet inward as well. And we'll just take a couple more rounds of that just simple little vinyasa just to get your joints moving. So here we go. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Inhale here, press down, lift your heart. So very high, super high. And exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale, maybe bend your knees. Big fold, exhale. Okay, palms are down here. Inhaling for your plank. Maybe your knees are down for that one. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward into your cobra. And exhale, down dog. 5 or 6 more breaths here. Just want to do that one more time, okay? Feeling the warmth. Inhale here, plank. Exhale to your hands and fold. Inhale, rise up, so tall. Exhale, fold. Long spine, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay, give me 5 or 6 more breaths here. Walk it out. Go through your down dog checklist. Grip the mat. Strong arms. Shoulders move down the back. Hands press forward. Feet pull back. And remember to spin your heels out of sight. That's one little trick. I always catch my heels peeking out. All right, as you're ready, we'll give your arms a break. Walk your feet forward and hang here in a little fold. So we'll take a little while folding here, but let's take the feet kind of wide. Can we take them wide? And then really bend the knees. Let the head hang and maybe just kind of swing here for a little while. Allowing the spine to hang very heavily. Okay, I really want to encourage you to shake your head, no, and really feel it. How often do you really let your head hang? How often do you really give those little muscles a chance to let go? It's really not very often. So allow gravity to just heal and balance all those little back of the skull muscles. And then from here, find a comfortable spot. Maybe you have blocks under your hands to bring the floor closer to you, but some kind of way, please support your upper body. Put a slight bend in your knees and point your toes forward. We're going to walk our hands over to the left, okay? Bend your knees, let your head hang, and keep your hips pulling as if you're trying to move your hips away from your hands. Feel a nice side stretch along that right side. Okay, maybe your right hand comes to your left ankle. So I hope you can see that. I'll turn a little bit. Maybe you can see better. Maybe your right hand comes to the left ankle, and the left hand can start creeping toward the right foot. And it might just come close to the right foot, but think of letting your head dangle, and then some of you are going to want to actually put your head between your leg and your arm. It might feel good. It's a nice opener for your whole spine. Make sure to keep a long neck. And then as you're ready, we'll walk ourselves out of this. Walk the hands over to the right. And just take a moment to hang. Think about moving the hips away from your hands. Remember to bend your knees. Just kind of make it nice and easy here. Maybe the left hand can grab the outside of the right ankle. Okay? The right hand can start working itself toward the left foot. It might just come near the left foot or kind of touch it, but you can let your head dangle between your arm and your leg. Nice opening for this whole left side of the body. Nice opening for the backs of the legs too. And as you're ready, letting that go. Bring that back through. Okay, hands down here. Go ahead and step it back to a plank. And let's hold here in plank for a moment. So remember, you can always drop your knees. That's always perfectly fine, okay? You can move your knees further back to have more of a challenging knee plank, okay? Especially if you have any low back issues. And you can take your knees closer to make it more of a hands and knees. Shoulders are over wrists, however, in your plank. And your heels, if your knees are up, your heels are pressing back strong. Your thighs are strong. Your whole leg is trying to plug itself in. Each leg, each shoulder is trying to plug itself in. So you're feeling super active. You're just pushing the floor away with all of your strength. Okay, the belly button is rising up and away from the floor for sure. And could you send your heart a little bit closer to the front of the mat? Okay, finding that long line of energy from your tailbone to the top of your head. Nice, one more big breath in here. And let it go, big exhale, come all the way down. All right, we have made it down to the floor. Lengthen your arms and legs here, and just drop your forehead to the floor. Take a breath. Take some time. Just notice how you're feeling here. A few moments into our practice, a lot of heat built already. And as you're ready, begin to press your hips into the floor and press the tops of your feet into the floor. So maybe becoming aware of an imaginary line of energy that shoots from your belly button out through your big toes. Okay, that whole line of energy is super activated and strong. Okay, from there, could you lift your belly button slightly and start to maybe hover your nose off the ground? But really be staying aware here that your anchor is that toe and hip press down situation. Okay, maybe the arms begin to lift and we're breathing. Maybe the legs begin to lift, but we keep the hips down. Of course, we keep them super grounded and lifted in the belly button. Reach a little longer. Could we reach the fingers further away from the toes? Hold and breathe. Feel the strong back body holding you up. Okay, now reach the right side a little longer than the left. Reach through the right fingers and toes. Now reach through the left side. I know I've had you here for a long time. Okay, now reach through all the fingers and toes. One more big breath in. And let it go. Come on down. Relax the forehead onto the floor. right, as you're ready, hands come back up under shoulders. Tuck your toes. Let's bring it up and back to a puppy pose with knees wide, hands out. And then if you want to just come up on your fingertips here and think of kind of pushing the floor away from you with your fingertips, keep that pressing through your hands as you begin to lower your heart toward the floor. So you may come all the way down. You may just drop your forehead if that's most appropriate. Some of you may drop your chin. Some of you may drop your throat. We're all going to be different here. But the idea is you have big, big armpits and a big, big heart. For Anahatasana, okay, heart opening pose. Maybe 3 more long, slow breaths here, really allowing your chest and shoulders to melt into the ground. As you're ready, hands walk back up into hands and knees. Tuck your toes, and I'll meet you in a down dog. Okay, notice how you're feeling. Notice the effect of your practice on your shoulders so far. They're feeling a lot more open after that. All right, I have a few more challenges left. But first, let's twist a little bit more. So inhaling here, get your right leg up and out behind. And exhaling here, drop that right foot in front of you. Inhale, crescent lunge, come on up. And we'll hang out a little while here in this crescent lunge. So I just want to remind you that you always have a gentler way out by dropping the back knee, the left knee in this case. Okay, but if you're in your crescent lunge, be very strong in the back leg. Wrap the belly button into your spine, okay, and find a gentle engagement of your 2 feet toward each other. Okay, turn this into a twist. So can we keep that, our strong base, hands together? And we're taking left elbow to the outside of the right knee here. So finding a nice twist. Pressing through the back heel, hands move toward heart, breathe. So many options here. You can always drop a back knee. You can always press more into the back heel, drop the hips a little lower. Some of us, if we're feeling fine here, want to open the arms wide. You can put the left fingertips down. Nice breath here, big twist in the chest. And remember to point your nose, whatever direction seems natural. All right, one more big breath in here. And exhale, all hands down. Okay, walk your hands over to the left side of the mat here and find a wide leg forward fold. And I'll meet you on the other side. Okay, your wide leg forward fold has toes that are turned in slightly. And just allow yourself to hang here for a little while. It's nice. You might sway or bend one knee at a time. And then I just really want to encourage you to let the spine hang. One of the best ways to intentionally lengthen that beautiful spine is just to let the intrinsic weight of the upper body work with gravity. Releasing all that stuck up space between the vertebrae and all the little muscles that move the spine in every direction. They get so overwrought and out of whack. And as you're ready here, we'll turn this into a twist. So if you just pop your heels inward and bend your knees, you can bring yourself up with your hands on your thighs. All right, so allow yourself to sink down into this. Really feeling the press of your hands against the inner side of your each of your thighs, just above your knee. Make sure that your neck is not getting swallowed up by your shoulders, however. This is tempting for it to kind of sink into a turtleneck, so please make it a giraffe neck. And notice the length in your spine that's available when you do press your upper body away from your lower body in this posture. So you're kind of working with your own architecture. So let's really get the most out of this twist by pressing strong into the legs. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, look to the right. So allow your upper body to ring out. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist, right shoulder drops, look to the left. So keep going like this a few times in either direction. If you're really engaging here, really pressing into your hands, you can also get a nice inner thigh stretch. You might get a lot of crackles and pops in your spine and your hips, and that's because you're actually getting wrung out. It's okay, as long as it feels good. Okay, next time you come back to center, we're going to let this go. We're going to turn our toes back inward and come down to our hands again. So again, walk the feet wide. And then find where you can turn your toes in and just hang your upper body without your head touching the floor. So if your head touches the floor, take your feet a little closer. Try that. Okay, some of us have longer upper bodies just naturally. Some of us have shorter torsos. It's just all kind of different. So find where you can just hang. And then maybe you have a little micro bends. You're not locking your knees, right? But maybe hands come to calves. And you just take a few breaths here and just hang. You might think of beginning to move your shoulders more close to your knees. Okay, knees close to shoulders, so hugging yourself more into this fold. Right, long spine inhales here. Strong belly button to spine exhales. Maybe one more breath here. It's nice. Enjoy. And as you are ready, my friends, we're coming back around to the front of the mat. So hands back to the front of the mat. I'm going to meet you in down dog. Okay, walk out your legs. Shake your head. Yes, no. Okay, inhaling here, find your plank. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Inhale, roll it up. Heart lifts. Exhale, fold. Palms are down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale here, cobra, or maybe your up dog with your legs pressing down and your hips hovering just a little bit. Exhale, down, down. All right, inhale here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot drops between your hands, coming up to a crescent lunge here. Big breath in. Here you are. Okay, maybe you drop the back knee, maybe not. But find that strength between your legs, okay, that lifted pelvic floor, belly button in, strong base down here in the legs. Keep your strong base and twist right elbow to left knee this time. Looking to the left and breathing here. I'll spin around to meet you. So remember your long spine. Always when we're twisting, we want that long spine. That's one of our priorities. Hands are spinning to meet the heart and vice versa. And the back leg is super strong. It's like a continuation of the idea of your spine here. Maybe drop the hips a little lower. That's right. Maybe open your arms out wide. Spinning deeply into this twist. Use that breath. One more breath here. And let it go. Hands down to the inside of the left foot. And then we're going to keep walking, coming into another wide leg forward fold over here. And I will spin around. So here we are. Let's twist this forward fold. So let's keep the hands under the shoulders now. And make sure that the line of your hands is far enough away from the line of your feet that your spine has space to twist. So I'm going to just turn to the side and show you how I'm trying to make my spine as long as I can. My hands aren't close to my feet, so I have like a camel back. I have a snake back. Okay, so with your snake back, please ground into your left hand. Reach up with your right. Big breath in. And then exhale, bring it down. Switch sides. Inhale, left hand. Exhale, bring it down. Okay, keep going. You do this. Slow breath. Long spine. Okay, close your eyes. Just feel. Feel your body twisting around your spine. Feel your spine as that central axis. Become aware of your center of gravity behind your belly button. Okay, next time you reach up with the left hand, pause and breathe. And softly bend the right elbow. Just a little softness. And then move both of your hips back away from the top of your head. So find that length. Find even more length in your spine. Breathe. Try smiling here if you feel like your spine is not twisting. One more big breath in here. And bring it down. Switching sides. Right hand up. Pause. Breathe. Long neck. Hips move away from the top of the head. Okay, softly bending that left elbow. Could you peel open the right armpit even more? One more big breath in right here. And exhale, bring it down. Okay, one more forward fold, just because it feels nice. So try to walk your feet close enough in that you can really let the spine hang freely. And let's take another really nice fold here, but maybe deepen it a little bit more, okay? Just maybe holding the legs a little closer than before. This is our second time. Maybe a little bit more space available. Feel the spine so long. And remember, as you're folding, to keep the legs active, all right? So the legs are not just passive pillars. They're actively plugging into the hip sockets and actively pushing into the floor at the same time. And then unfold yourself out of this yummy fold. Walk the hands back toward the front of the mat. And I'll meet you in a down dog. Okay, so I have a final challenge for your shoulders. I think you're gonna like it. So here we go. Find your down dog and keep in mind you can always drop your knees, okay, and still do what we're about to experiment with. So keyword experiment, feel free to do it or not. But find your crispest down dog, your most functional down dog for you. We have that pulling inward toward the midline, everything pulling inward. Soft elbows, lifted kneecaps, okay? Now what if we just dropped one elbow to the mat? Just try dropping an elbow and picking it back up. But try to isolate that movement as much as you can. Now switch sides, drop the other elbow, just as isolated as it can be. And pick it up. So almost like you're like in denial that you're not actually doing a down dog. All the rest of the down dog attempts to remain normal. Keep going, a couple more like this. Keep the elbows nice and soft. Keep that feeling of squeezing in toward the midline. All right, now we're moving to both shoulders. So both elbows down and both elbows up. Try it a few times. Remember to breathe. Inhale. Exhale on the effort. Inhale. Exhale on the effort. Let's do it 3 more times. Down and up. 2 more. Down. Up. Last one. Down and hold. Okay, put a squeeze between your elbows. So your elbows are now part of the squeezing toward the midline feeling. And then if you need a break, drop your knees. If you're feeling good, walk your toes forward a little bit. See if you can tiptoe forward, and then maybe kind of play around. How close can you tiptoe toward your elbows? You might surprise yourself, but find something that you can sustain, hold, and breathe. Shoulders are getting really warm. If you need a break, take it. If you want, lift the right leg, hold, breathe. Okay, remember, you're still pushing the floor with your elbows, so try to keep the top of your head from dangling over much. It should be in line with the spine. Right leg is up, drop it, keep breathing. Switch legs, left leg up, hold and breathe. Pushing the floor. Push that floor, shoulders in, elbows in. One more breath. Let it go. Toes down, knees down, hips onto heels. Take a child's pose. Breathe. Okay, take a little time just feeling the warmth we just built in your shoulders. And as you're ready, come on up to hands and knees. And have a seat. Go ahead and roll onto your back. Okay, take some time here. Laying on your back, you can open your arms wide, kind of stretching out your chest. Okay, allow your low back to begin to really relax and kind of let go. Your whole spine relaxes and lets go. Your neck. And then as you're ready, slide your right hand under your right glute. Just kind of hold your glute and then lay down on it. And then the left hand holds your left glute and then lay down on it. So you're holding both your glutes now. Your elbows are on the floor. Tuck your chin into your chest just a little bit so that your neck doesn't fly open. And press those elbows down. Press your shoulder blades into your heart. And let's breathe a little while. You can think of the back of your head moving, kind of dangling toward the floor, but please keep that tuck in your chin. Maybe a little bend in your knees. If it feels weird at all, you need to kind of make it more gentle. Breathe. Maybe kind of gently allow it to waggle left to right. Let it hang. All right, maybe one more big breath in here. And let it go. You can keep your hands on the floor. We're going to use them in a second. So feet come in, knees are pointed up. Go ahead and lift your hips up off the floor and join your hands underneath you. Make sure you scoot your shoulder blades underneath your heart here and feel the fronts of your shoulders peel open as you lift your heart up to the ceiling. With your longest neck, make sure your nose points dead straight up at the ceiling so that the back of your neck arches softly upward. Breathe. Find extra space in your chest and your shoulders. For some of you, this is totally fine. You want to stay here or take a break. Some of you have a good bit more space and you want to kind of play around. So you can walk your feet closer in to your hands so that your hands can grab your feet. But make sure that the back of your neck is okay with you arching it upward like this. And then you'll just think of moving your shoulder blades and your heels toward each other. Nice big breath. Think of keeping the knees over the ankles. One more big breath here. And whatever kind of bridge you were in, go ahead and peel yourself out of it. Roll yourself down. And one little twist, just to seal our practice off. So if you just move your hips to the right, then you can drop your knees to the left and look to the right. Nice little twist here. Just kind of resets your body after your practice. So maybe the left hand gently presses down on the right knee if that feels good in your outer right hip. Press your shoulder blades down and look away from your knees. One more breath. Okay, bring the legs through center and let's drop our hips over to the other side. Drop your knees to the right. Let's look to the left. Remember your long spine inhale. And your big twist exhale. Always that idea of everything from the belly button up, spiraling open. And as you're ready, legs come back in. Straighten out your legs. And find your resting posture. Allow the effects of your practice to just wash over you and allow all your cells to glow and breathe. Find your softest, most effortless breath through your nose. Let your face relax. Immerse yourself in the sensations of this very moment. Please keep resting as long as you can. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel great.